Williamson County authorities are still waiting on results of forensic testing on a car found last month that's linked to the Rachel Cooke case. Investigators say finding that Pontiac Trans Am was the most significant turn in the case in years. But we wanted to dig deeper to find out what are the chances of that car having any clues. Tony Plohetski goes inside the story for the answer.
The car in the Rachel Cooke case was found in a scrapyard similar to this one in the Dallas area, and we now know that 3 people all had access to that car. The big question now is whether or not 16 years later any meaningful evidence can be gained from that car. We asked Jen Smith from the Williamson County Sheriff's Office to show us how that car was tested.
It always starts with photographs of the scene.
I'm going to start by just documenting it.
Pictures of our car that we were allowed to use at Georgetown Metal Recycling to simulate a crime scene.
Then you open the doors and you take pictures on the inside.
Smith has been doing this job for 27 years. She's tested too many crime scenes to count, from murders to sexual assaults.
Wearing gloves, of course.
Smith was not involved in the testing of the car linked to the Rachel Cooke case. Cooke vanished in 2002 while going for a run in her family's neighborhood outside Georgetown. Investigators say finding the car seen in the area around the time that Cooke vanished could finally help break the case. Back at the scrap metal yard, more photographs, then on to other evidence collection. There's a trove of possible forensics when we look inside. A coffee cup and a black plastic fork.
So I would collect that for DNA.
Then Smith moves on to fingerprints on the passenger side.
You can twirl your brush or run it in circles.
Almost like magic, fingerprints appear. Smith uses clear tape to lift the prints to take back to her office for testing.
And you just slide it right over the fingerprint.
She says she has discovered prints in spots she didn't expect.
And I found prints in weird places like the inside of the windshield. I don't know if you're pointing at something and accidentally leave your print there.
Now to perhaps the most important and potentially revealing work. A focus on the hidden clues in the car. Things like hair and skin cells that aren't immediately apparent. Places like the seats and floorboard of the car may hold hundreds of tiny samples. Smith places tape on those surfaces, hoping the clues stick.
I'm going to take it and I'm going to secure it on a piece of acetate like this. Let's see if we get anything.
She places the samples in an envelope. From there, they are sent to the Texas Department of Public Safety for analysis. The big question, can a car hold evidence like that for many years? Smith says absolutely yes.
You would have to literally wash it out with bleach, I would believe, to eliminate all the possibilities of DNA.
The actual car in the Rachel Cooke case remains in evidence storage in Williamson County. It's being processed by the FBI. Rachel Cooke's family says they pray that it holds the key that finally helps unlock this mystery.
Williamson County Sheriff Robert Chody says renewed efforts to solve this cold case resulted in new tips. That's what led them to the car.